Jerry Jones doesn't think Derrick Henry would succeed in Dallas. "We don't have that type of offense." Much has been said about the Dallas Cowboys' decision to bring back former star running back Ezekiel Elliott this offseason instead of exploring other options in the market, notably the great Derrick Henry. Despite concerns about Henry's age, he's 30, a point in most running backs' careers where production drops significantly. He's having one of his best seasons so far, leading the league with 873 rushing yards at a career-best pace of 6.5 per carry. This production in 7 games puts Henry on pace for the remarkable achievement of breaking the 2,000-yard mark for the second time in his career, and his 8 rushing touchdowns put him on track to lead the league in touchdowns for the 3rd time. Meanwhile, Elliott is running for just 3.0 yards per carry and has taken a backseat to Rico Dowdle in terms of volume. So, does Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones regret the direction he took at the position? Not at all, if his statement on Tuesday morning on 105.3 The Fan is to be believed. Jones reiterated previous comments that Henry wasn't a financial fit, but this time, he went further by saying that Henry likely wouldn't be producing as much in Dallas as he is in Baltimore. It's not a bad point from Jones, as the Ravens are known for promoting one of the most run-friendly environments in modern NFL, while Dallas' offense primarily fires through star quarterback Dak Prescott. However, it's still surprising to hear a key executive express out loud that he doesn't believe his team could have gotten the most out of a special player like Henry. Whether or not Henry could have played at a high level in Dallas, this season would likely have had an equally difficult start, even with him on the roster, as the Cowboys' issues go far beyond the running game. The defense has not come close to the elite performance levels we've seen from the unit in previous years, and the team has an inexplicable problem performing well at home. Whatever the issue, the Cowboys need to figure it out quickly. They sit 3rd in the NFC East with a 3-3 record, behind the rival Philadelphia Eagles and the rookie Washington Commanders. With the halfway point of the season approaching, time is running out for Jones' team to become the contender many expected them to be this year. Jerry Jones' injury updates on Micah Parsons and Darren Bland raised doubts. The Dallas Cowboys hope to have linebackers Micah Parsons and Darren Bland back on the field in Week 8, but Jerry Jones' injury update raises doubts. The Dallas Cowboys' defense has been affected by injuries during the early weeks of the season, but there's some hope they can get close to full strength after the bye week. Darren Bland, who was placed on injured reserve before the season due to a foot injury, has been designated to return, and star edge rusher Micah Parsons, who suffered a high ankle sprain in the win over the New York Giants, are 2 players who could provide an immediate boost. Micah Parsons is reportedly progressing, but head coach Mike McCarthy said we won't know more about his situation for the Week 8 matchup against the San Francisco 49ers until midweek. On Tuesday, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones made his weekly radio appearance on Sean and RJ on 105.3 The Fan from Odyssey and provided an update on Bland and Parsons that raises some doubts about their availability. Jones indicated that the duo would be a game-time decision. "You can't say today," Jones said. "We won't be able to tell their availability until game time. It would be great to have 2 All-Pro defenders back on the field, but it's smart to take a conservative approach. However, if the players can show throughout the week of practice that they are progressing and can impact the game without putting themselves at greater risk, putting them on the field against a shorthanded 49ers offense would put the Cowboys one step closer to victory. And we all know that's something Dallas could use." Jerry Jones' regret and recent comments send mixed signals about Mike McCarthy's future. By Victor Barbosa, last updated October 22, 24. Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has been defending head coach Mike McCarthy for weeks, if not months, amid the team's slow start to the 2024 season. As the Cowboys enter Week 8 coming off a bye at 3-3, Jones made his weekly appearance on 105.3 The Fan's Sean and RJ show on Tuesday. During the interview, the 82-year-old made comments that seemed to send mixed signals about his mindset regarding McCarthy's future at the helm. Since Jones took over the franchise in 1989, the only time he fired a head coach midseason was 14 years ago. Jones said on Tuesday that he regretted that decision. This would likely indicate that the longtime owner will stick with McCarthy at least through the 2024 campaign, no matter how bad things might get. On the other hand, Jones said something later in his appearance that made it seem like McCarthy is on thin ice. The kinds of things that we all think we should be looking at are, well, are we scheming up bad plays or are we scheming up bad concepts? The facts are there's some of that, but there's also some execution, there's also some talent. I like our talent. I really like our talent. I like our young talent, but young talent has a few more mistakes associated with it than if you're dealing with a veteran player, Jones said. If Jones believes the team is scheming up bad plays, that likely means McCarthy is at least partially to blame. Dallas has a tough slate of games coming out of the break, traveling to face the San Francisco 49ers, 3-4, and the Atlanta Falcons, 4-3, on the road in weeks 8 and 9. The Cowboys then return home, where the team is 0-3 this season, to host the Philadelphia Eagles, 4-2, and the Houston Texans, 5-2, in weeks 10 and 11 before going to the nation's capital to play against the Washington Commanders, 5-2, in week 12. Cowboys make a big behind-the-scenes change ahead of the crucial game against the 49ers. The Dallas Cowboys are returning to action this week as they visit the San Francisco 49ers for the Sunday Night Football matchup in Week 8. The last time we saw the Cowboys was during their dismal 47-9 home loss to the Detroit Lions in Week 7, leaving fans wondering if head coach Mike McCarthy made any serious changes during the bye week. Although the Cowboys haven't made any roster changes since the last game, McCarthy has plans for a behind-the-scenes shift in Week 8. Whether or not the emphasis on team exercises remains to be seen, but anything is worth a try at this point. The Cowboys have hardly looked like Super Bowl contenders this season, and you can't blame McCarthy for trying everything until something sticks. At the end of the day, it's clear that Dallas has lacked teamwork on both sides of the ball. Offensively, the Cowboys are only scoring 21.0 points per game, 20th. Defensively, they're surrendering, allowing 356.5 total yards, 24th, and 28.0 points per outing, 31st. Even though the Cowboys have to march into Levi's Stadium, facing the 49ers on the road might not be a bad thing. While America's team is 0-3 with a -22 average scoring margin at AT&T Stadium this season, 32nd, they're 3-0 with a +8.0 margin in away matchups, 5th. Having said that, Dallas needs a full effort to defeat San Francisco, regardless of the location. The Cowboys have lost 3 consecutive matchups against the 49ers, which most recently includes a 42-10 loss at Levi's Stadium during Week 5 of the 2023 season.